All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is the first fight of our main card of the evening. This fight will be for the Rebellion Muay Thai Women's Featherweight title, proudly sponsored by JPS Coatings. 5 by 3 minute rounds, and when the bell tolls, your referee in charge, Jeb Sitchotong. Here we go, introducing first coming to us out of the blue corner, please welcome to Melbourne, Diandra Martin.
And it's Diandra Martin out of Muaythai in Canberra. We've had every state involved here today. Diandra Martin has had 10 fights with 8 wins, just the 2 losses. I've seen a little bit of her. I think I saw her up on Destiny. She's got a good long game, big, long, hard teeth. So she generates some torque on those elbows too as she comes in.
Her opponent, fighting out of the red corner and representing Victoria, Tiff Lamb.
And Tiff Lamb at a Don Miller Super Fight Gym, just up the road here. We're in St Kilda Town Hall. It's the hop, skip, and the jump. She's got beautiful style, guys. Love watching Tiff fight. And a huge crowd gathered here for Tim.
That's St Kilda, welcome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is the first fight of our main card of the evening. 5 by 3 minute rounds, proudly sponsored by JPS Coatings. They will be fighting for the Rebellion Women's Muay Thai 57 kilogram women's title. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, trained by Kieran Walsh out of Muaythai in Canberra. 10 fights for 8 wins. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Canberra, Diandra Martin. And now, introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, 11 fights for 10 wins, trained by Don Miller and the team at Superfight Gym right here in St Kilda, and representing Victoria, Tiff Lamb.
Contested by Diandra Martin from Muaythai in Canberra. Trainer Kieran Walsh, she's had 10 fights, 8 wins, 2 losses. Coming up against Tiff Lamb from Superfight Gym. And here we go as we come across into our first Rebellion Muay Thai Championship bout. All right.
Oh, round one.
Build up in the crowd now, guys. Massive fan base of Tiff from St Kilda, home girl.
And we are on. Both girls looking nice and relaxed.
I'm not sure if either of these girls have actually fought 5-3s before. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it'll be really interesting to see how they deal with the extra time. 5-3s is nice with the 2-minute break in between. So yeah, let's have a bit of a look.
She's such a long girl, is Diandra.
Just putting my cornerman's hat on for a second. Both girls must have been training really hard because they're both got their anklets both on their shins, so maybe they're a bit banged up. That could be totally wrong, but
maybe
wants to
preserve. That might be able to doing it to preserve themselves for later rounds, perhaps.
That's some good insight.
Not sure if it's legal, but here we go. Diandra doing a nice job there of just evading those inside leg kicks from Tiff.
You did say Diandra was, I think, technical. Was that the words you used there?
Nice left kick there.
They almost look like they're in different weight divisions. Yeah, haven't squeezed it from this angle. Diandra's a big, tall girl. Tiff's pretty solid set as well. Both super fit, great neck.
Nice cut. You can see that Tiff's obviously been training quite hard. Calf muscles well in check there. A little bit jealous of those myself.
Big hard jab from Diandra. Slides back, she flicks that teeth up so fast. She's got to be careful that doesn't topple right under the chin.
Nice leg kick counter there from Tiff too. Diandra gives one back of her own.
Every time Tiff does something, every time she takes a breath, the crowd is cheering on her.
Beautiful body kick there from Diandra.
Sounds like Diandra's got a bit of crowd support too, guys.
Yeah, there was quite a few people come down from Canberra as the girls exchange body kicks. Really surprised they almost got a full row out the back there. Wow. Could hear them cheering on earlier.
Well, let's be honest, there's not much to do in Canberra.
No comment. Nice left kick there from Tiff. She switches to southpaw, tries to ease her way in there with the right hand and looking for that left kick.
Good hard leg kick by Tiff. She slides back, claws with the lead hand. Wears one on the inside this time from Diandra.
I was just about to say Tiffany taking southpaw there. Tiff was taking southpaw. Traditionally orthodox fighter, if I'm correct.
She is. She does switch quite a lot, and she can throw on southpaw too. Don't you worry about that. Spends most of the time as orthodox fighter, but she does switch back and forth.
Coming to the final seconds of the round. Nice counter there.
End of round one. This is our Rebellion Muay Thai 57 kilogram women's
It's
title.
going to be a great contest. Get ready to have a squiz at these at the replay here from round one. It's Tiff parrying the kick from Diandra right on the shin. Is she covering up an injury there? Who knows? Chris is skeptical. That one just whistles by Tiff's nose. She slips back from the jab, lands her own low kick.
It's a nice little counter there from Tiff, leaning away from the punch, countering the lead leg. There we go, copping a nice body kick for her troubles there from Diandra. Diandra just using a range nicely there, evading the inside leg kick. Attempted catch and then counter back from Diandra.
Little stutter step from Alexi. Thank you very much. Here we go, round two, 2 of 5. Diandra pops out the jab. Tiff with an inside leg kick. Big long teep from Diandra. Very flexible, she gets that up quickly. Both girls going for a low kick.
Inside leg kick there from Tiff.
And the crowd just erupts every time Tiff does something.
Nice left kick there, right leg kick to counter there from Diandra. Both girls really just trying to trying to get a bit of a sense of the range. Diandra trying to keep Tiff away, Tiff trying to just edge away in there a little bit, feinting, tapping away with that lead right hand.
Tiff back in southpaw now. Yep. The outside of her left leg's starting to redden up a little bit of welting on the back. It's going to bother her too much at this stage. She's got big, strong legs.
Diandra can really whip that lead leg up from the front, can't she? You don't know if it's coming to the body teeth or whipping up to the face. She's very flexible and very agile.
Yeah, one of the advantages of having your legs halfway up your torso, isn't it? It's that you get some real whip on the end of them as they travel around.
Oh, beautiful body kick there as Tiff tries to counter, counters back with the right. Maybe not as strong as that big right kick there from Diandra.
Beautiful balance.
Beautiful catch.
Phenomenal technique from both girls considering they've had just over 10 plus fights. Nice left knee there from Tiff, left kick counter there from Diandra. Measuring, trying to find distance, right leg kick, blocked well from Diandra. Left kick evaded there from Tiff.
Both girls waiting, looking to draw a reaction from the other, looking to capitalise on any mistake. It's a good knee up the middle from Diandra. Strong lockdown in the clinch.
Big lockdown there.
Tiff pulling down in the neck. Oh, nice attempted takedown there from Diandra.
And I have seen in some of her previous fights from Diandra, she can let those bows go. When she lets one of those go, they got some herbs on them.
Jeb, center ring, calling for more action.
Jeb, sit your tongue. He loves a bit of action. Come on, girls.
Doesn't mind watching a headbutt or two. Oh.
That was very well done, Andy.
Oh, nice left kick there from Diandra. See how she's baiting Tiff to come forward a little bit, waiting for the opportunity to flick those legs up.
There's the clapper. 10 seconds left in the round. Tiff comes forward, grabs the plum clinch. Big knee, elbow over the top from Diandra. Another knee. Oh!
On the bell there.
But hopefully we're going to see them get a little bit more impatient and angry for a little bit more action too, so it's good.
As we have a look here at the replay, it's an inside leg kick followed up by a kick, which is caught, but great balance from Diandra. She manages to stay on her feet. That's some beautiful Muay Thai right there.
The counter sensational there, and I really like, as you said, the way that she turned her knee over. Really good, well-schooled technique there.
Bit of a poke in the bear for some people. Cool.
Round 3's underway. JPS Coatings bringing us this fight. Tiff Lamb versus Diandra Martin from Canberra, trained by Kieran Walsh. Tiff Lamb from the Don Miller Super Fight Gym, St Kilda. Oh, little hook comes through from the southpaw stance with a cross. And they're in the clinch, strong clinch from Diandra. Tiff reverses the Super Fight.
Deep, long lock there from Diandra. She's really trying to reef down on Tiff's neck now.
That's right.
See, she's slot that left hand over the top there. She tries to push away. Right elbow over the top of the guard.
Elbow. Beautiful.
Left elbow.
That lockdown Diandra's got looks solid as too, boys.
There's Tiff on the inside now. You know that Super Fight Don Miller, they know how to clinch from that gym. Diandra's elbows are just a constant threat. His shoulder set so high on her frame that they're just above Tiff's hands.
For the viewers at home, just making sure, have a bit of a look when the guys go into the clinch there, that the girls are really well schooled in that as soon as someone's locking around the back of the neck, the counter that is pushing over the face, over the top of the guard there to try to stretch them back just to prevent their heads from being pulled down.
Perfectly said, Andy. Geez, you're a smart man. I like it.
Nice right knee, right elbow there from Diandra. They exchange. Tiff getting beautiful stabbing knee, left coming back there from Diandra. Right elbow on the inside there. She goes back onto the inside lock. Attempted takedown. Can she get her there? You go. Nice takedown there.
We are being treated to an absolutely beautiful display of clinching.
Tell you what, Diandra is lightning fast with those elbows too, lads. She pulls the trigger real quick.
Girls fighting well above their experience level at the moment too, which is fantastic to see.
Absolutely deserving of the Rebellion Muay Thai 57 kg women's title.
More work, come on, more work.
Jed wants action again.
Cheeky left knee there as Tiff charges in. She's really trying to lock deep. I believe that's probably the call from Don, the Super Fight Gym, trying to call for her to lock deep, hang off the neck, as you can see, reefing it down there, the taller girl. Tiff applying pressure, applying weight. She tries to turn and take it down. Big step left knee. Diandra gives one back of her own as the girls break from the clinch, back to the outside game. Tiff switches to the southpaw again, looking for that left kick. Left hand straight up the middle, beautiful.
Sniping left hand from Tiff. She's looking really good from southpaw, especially at range as she closes the distance.
That's a good call, Manny. She is looking very much more comfortable and better in southpaw than orthodox.
See her back in orthodox now. The outside of her legs looking bruised and red and battered. She gives Diandra one of her own. T says back off, girl. Not long left. And that's the end of that round. That's round 3 in the books. Look, it was the Don Miller Super Fight corner.
Here we go.
Tiff with the tie hop. Oh man, she gets that. That was a slow motion replay, I'll remind you, fellas at home. That was super fast. Girls in the clinch. Hand across the face, trying to create some space.
Fires an elbow after this too.
Oh, look at that. Just got her with the forearm across the forehead. Almost locks her arm across her body.
As you see before with that hop on the way through from Tiff, that's another way for perhaps a shorter fighter to try and enter into the range and get close to the fighter. So,
the chant, yeah, Tiff, erupts in the crowd behind us. She answers the call. Hard leg kick to start the round.
Diandra looks like she's stalking a little bit more already in this round. Coming forward more than what she's done the first few rounds.
Yeah, there was a lot said over in the blue corner. There was a lot of back and forth, a lot of game planning. Let's see what she does differently this round.
good to see too, not just one-way traffic in the corner too. Fighters giving opinions and you know, the guys kind of discussing game plans.
Yeah. Always good to see a controlled, calm corner.
Nice teep there from Tiff. She tries to find range, catch, counter. Both girls exchange with hands, and Diandra coming, finishing off that set with a nice right kick to the thigh.
Tiff walking forward, girls meet in the centre. This fight brought to us by JPS Coatings, thank you very much. Little kick, check there by Diandra. Feints from Tiff as she comes into the clinch. She landed an elbow there. She's got Diandra turn out. Oh, there's that right elbow again. She parries that hand down effortlessly and fires it across.
It's Tiff really trying to find that inside position again, trying to hang and reef down on the neck. Diandra pushing across and trying to get more space. That's the battle in the clinch there.
That's exactly right, Andy. You can tell that Tiff is really trying to find that centre position. Diandra keeps pushing her off on the face, so she can't get it.
And then she fires that knee up just right at the end there, just missed the chin. She gets it up so easily. If she gets a bit of space in the clinch, you bet she's bringing that up to the chin. That's a hard kick. That one caught Diandra sliding back there, wasn't in a position to check. That one slapped. We heard it all around the St Kilda Town Hall. Back at southpaw from Tiff, steps outside the lead leg of Diandra, throws a kick, but quite set it up, needs a touch in front of it, needs some first phase in front of it. Comes forward to land the low kick. Diandra coming forward with the tension now.
Jab,
Long
trying
jab.
to set it up there, trying to get that kick. A little bit hesitant, trying to let those kicks go, but setting it up with the jab there, trying to find that teep phase just missing again. She's really trying to go to work on the leg there. Jabbing away, trying to find range. Like to see her try and get that leg up to the body a little bit more. She's probably been a little bit too tentative. There we go, Tiff. Fires in a right kick. Miss catch attempt. Diandra comes back with the right as she's got up against the ropes. Miss counter, miss kick there.
Diandra's definitely stalking or closing every chance she can get in this round.
I'd love to see the girls take a little bit more advantage of the evasive work that they're doing against some of those kicks.
Not long left in the round here. Tiff coming forward. A little bit there after the bell, but that's cool. We're all still friends. Round 5 coming right up. Yeah. Let's have a quick look on the replay. It's Tiff feigning the kick, coming with the hands instead and finishing with the kick. Let's have a look at Diandra. Skips forward. Tiff lifts that kick up, fires back one of her own.
Both girls have got the counters too, lads. They've also got the offense, they've also got the counters.
This is a really technical display of Muay Thai. Real chest smash. It's what we want to see at this level.
Here we go for the 5th and final round.
And final round.
Nice cuddle in the middle there. Jeb's at your time, says let's get it on. Enough cuddling. And the girls answer the call.
Bang, they start off at a heavy rate already. It's very good. Start to finish this fight, it's been action-packed.
Super Fight Corner saying Tiff commit. They want to commit to that contest.
There's not much in this fight either, I would say, fellas, just personally.
I'd hate to be a judge of this one, that's for sure. Nicely evaded there as Tiff, and she comes back into the centre. Got a beautiful lock. Look at a reef down on the neck there of Diandra. Trying to really break her down and look for that stabbing knee. Diandra finds a posture, lands a right knee too. Another right knee. Tiff exchanges with the right. Big left there. Left knee again from Tiff. There we go. Beautiful exchange of knees there from the girls. Right knee there from Tiff. Right knee from Diandra. Stabbing knee from Tiff. Right knee back there from Diandra. Another left knee. Elbow attempt. Just missing it, Diandra. As the girls break apart now. Fighting on the outside. Tiff switches to the southpaw position.
And they were thudding into the guts. We're 2 meters away. We could hear the thud right in front of us.
What a beautiful knee exchange. Looking forward to seeing that on the Rebellion highlight reel later on. Nice right kick there from Diandra.
Red corner looking for the outside leg. She answers the call. It's like she's on a remote control, Tiff. They say angle, she angles. Outside leg kick, she outside leg kicks. So calm. Even here in the 5th round, with everything on the line, titles on the line. Crowd's going wild. There is a huge welt on the outside of Diandra's leg.
Yeah, both girls are well up on that lead leg now.
Diandra feints low, goes, Tiff feints low, goes high. That's the head comes into the
Go
clinch.
again, pulling down. Look at that double hand lock around the back of the head. Dominant position in the clinch. Big stabbing knee defense, and then beautiful takedown there. As you can see, Kieran from Moyu cheering hard out of the corner.
That's a big moment in this round. Tiff straight back in the clinch. Diandra can't create some space. Tiff goes for the throw. Didn't quite offset the axis enough there. Kick misses. Halfway over the ropes with Diandra. We're back. Not long to go. 30 seconds. Who's going to win? Who's going to bite down? Who's going to finish the strongest?
Crowd going absolutely bananas now, trying to support their home girl. Well blocked kick there from Tiff. Defense solid there from Diandra.
10 seconds left on the clock. Girls have heard the clap. Noise is picking up here. Rumboy music. Pumping. Huge chance for Diandra. Wow, what a fight.
Huge lockdown there, which Tiff found it hard to negate at the start. Tiff had the southpaw style, which Diandra had to negate. So yeah, it was a great stylistic matchup there.
Look at that big, deep, like long neck, trying to pull her down, yank her down. Diandra following, coming through with some really nice left knees, a big stabbing knee, just glances off to the side there. Nice left up through the middle, catches her on just above the, just below the chin.
That kick really found a home for Diandra, didn't it? As she slides back, she was able to land that. She gets her legs up so quickly, front to the side. There is some real flexibility in that hips. As we see a little trip there in the clinch, that was a big moment in the 5th round.
A really nice display of Muay Thai there. Just Tiff trying to negate the clinch, doing a good job of that, and Diandra countering with a nice little takedown too as the girls exchange hands.
Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, join with me in a massive round of applause. What an absolute battle these two female warriors put on. A terrific fight. At the end of 5 rounds, we have gone to the judges' scorecard. Here's how they read. Your first judge gave the fight 48-48. Your second judge gave the fight 48-48. And your third and final judge gave the fight 48-48. This fight is a unanimous draw.
There you have it. I thought there were no odds on a draw. Dead set. I wouldn't have been able to pick that, but there you go.
Now we cut the belt in 2.
Who's got another belt? We give them one each. Oh, man.
Well, it was a close fight, let's be honest, and it was a very, very technical.